What's up, Taurus? Fati the Afghan Mystic here. Here to share a message for this Aries new moon. These messages are timeless, so if you find it around the new moon, after the new moon, whatever the case may be, my intention is for these messages to find you exactly when you need. Source, I hope everyone is doing well with this chaos, all right? To share source at the time of this new moon in Aries. This energy has been coming in hot. I don't know if you guys have been feeling it the last few days. Half the time I don't even know what's going on anymore, okay? I just know that it's been a doozy. All right. Well, I feel like, oh look, we even have this seems very straightforward. Oh look, there's two. Okay, I was like, where's the other one? Very, okay, fire energy. We did get both of them in reverse. I'm gonna do this way. All right, so not surprising because Aries is a fire sign and this is more of energy. That's energy, right? It is fire energy. It is action based. It is creativity. It is momentum. It is basically taking action and taking steps. So right now we're having, sorry, saw somebody weird drive by. Ooh, noticing the changes here. So we have 5 of Wands energy here, which is, I don't know if you can see it. It's very strange. But you have the snake here holding the hand coming out with the fingers, and then there's like little snakes attached to the fingers. So 5 of Wands energy in the reverse position, I feel like for you is it's fending for yourself, but excuse me, in a different way, right? Allowing yourself to show up for yourself in a different way. 5 of Wands energy can sometimes be very like argumentative energy. Like it's like you're fighting with people for no reason. Like it doesn't even make sense. You don't know why we're fighting. Nobody's winning. It's just like chaos for no reason. And you're just like, what the fuck? So I feel like, especially in the reversal position, I feel like, okay, maybe that energy is coming to a close, right? You're transforming in the way that you see yourself, in the way that you see others, the way that you maybe approach others, the way that you stand up for yourself, the way that you even communicate or behave towards others, right? Because fire energy is action-based, it's fiery, it's inspiration, it's energy, it's a lot of movement. And you have the snakes here, which are snakes are messengers, but they're also a big symbol for transformation and change, death and rebirth, and things kind of coming to an end so that you begin again, right? And then we have the 2 of Wands here in reverse, which I also think is interesting because in the upward position, 2 of Wands is holding on to 1, like he's made his decision and he's like, okay, let me see like where I'm going, right? Like where is this journey gonna take me next? And like the world is over here and he's just kind of standing on, you know, the head thing right here. But in the reversal position, I feel like, okay, you know, things are kind of, we'll just, for lack of better terminology use, things are kind of falling apart, but not in a negative way. I feel like things fall apart so that they can come together, right? It's never like, oh, things are just crumbling to crumble. It's usually for things to be able to start again so that you can get clarity, so you can figure out, okay, what is it that I want to do? Where do I want to go? And maybe right now you're just not feeling that energy. You're not feeling like you know what you want to do moving forward. You don't really know what the world holds. You don't really know kind of like what direction you're headed. And you kind of feel imbalanced because 2 is a number of decisions, it's a number of duality, it's a number of balance and harmony. And when it's in the reverse position, I feel like, okay, maybe we don't really know maybe we don't really know where we're going right now. And that's okay, because I feel like that's where adventure, that's where beauty, that's where unknown solutions, just like things that we don't really see, I feel like that gives us the opportunity to be open to start over, to be open to seeing things from a new lens and a new perspective. We have the Fool literally at the bottom of the deck here. So I feel like this is the energy, and like, you know, here it kind of looks like, it looks a little iffy because it looks like he's losing his balance and he's falling off the cliff. But I also feel like, I mean, the Fool energy in general is the energy of creation, the energy of starting over, of a brand new adventure, a brand new journey, a brand new cycle, a brand new opportunity. And so I don't know. I mean, he has a rose in his left hand, and roses are tied to the highest vibration, because the highest vibration that exists is love, and it's in the left hand, which is essentially the receiving hand. So I feel like Spirit is really asking you to be open to receiving that love, receiving that guidance, and allowing yourself to trust and fall into the unknown. And I know it can be difficult because this is gonna make me cry. Why am I crying? Are you crying right now? Like, is that how you feel? It can feel scary to trust and to fall into the unknown, and to allow yourself to really be led by your intuition, by Spirit, and to try not to like have to explain yourself to others. But then it can also be hard for yourself because you don't always understand what's going on. I have a little sister who's graduating high school. Oh my God, I'm just gonna go with this. She's graduating high school. She's also a Taurus, so I wonder if this will find her at some point. But it's like, that's the end of a journey, right? Like when we all ended high school and we graduated, like that is a whole different life than when you're stepping into adulthood, right? You're stepping into the real world. You're stepping into a world that like you don't even really know or understand. And that can be so scary because people have all these expectations of you, right? They have, God, why am I crying so much? If this is how you feel, I'm with you. I hold that space for you because I know that it's scary to just like trust and fall into the, like you're trust falling into the universe, into the world, and expecting something to catch you and hoping for the best. And honestly, I think that is, it's terrifying. It's terrifying to step into the unknown, for you to constantly be trying to defend yourself, trying to figure out like what you want to do, and you have no idea, because at that age too, at any age, people just expect you to have things figured out. And the reality of the fact is nobody has it figured out. Like there is no one specific path or course that's like, okay, if you follow these steps, boom, 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 like this is where you're gonna go, right? Like you can think that, you can have a plan, you can have goals, you can have dreams, but at the end of the day, nobody knows what's actually going to work out, right? Nobody actually knows like what their path is. And so I think that there's a lot of trust and surrender in that. Like you're just free falling into the universe because you're like, I don't even know what's going on right now, but I'm gonna trust that everything's gonna be okay. And it is, because I do believe that the universe does want you to be open to receiving that guidance, but listening to your intuition, which I always tell you, everyone. Okay, I have a best friend who is also a Taurus, and she just, with the last Virgo full moon in March, she She upped and left. She packed all her shit. She left her apartment. She moved to Japan. Like, she's out there traveling. She's in a brand new place. Also, you know, free falling into the universe, trusting that everything's gonna work out, even when she's stressed out about not knowing what's going on. And I feel like there's just something that is so real and raw about that, but it's also so beautiful to have the experience to know that spirit, source, the universe is holding you, is going to catch you with the most love. And you just have to trust that it's okay. You don't have to have it all figured out right now. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to take slow, small baby steps, because baby steps are still taking steps forward. Any type of action you're taking is still taking you forward in some kind of direction, okay? So that was crazy. God, that just hit me so hard in my heart. But I feel that, because I feel like, you know, if you are a Taurus who is going through this right now, Taurus, sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever the case may be, in whatever way that this resonates, it's going to be okay. And I know that sometimes it's really hard to trust that. Trust me. I know, okay? I'm living a very unconventional life in a way that people have never understood. And even up until now, it's been very hard for me to even continue to keep trusting that I'm on the right path and that I'm being guided, and that it's okay that my life and my path look different than anyone else's, because I don't have to explain that to anyone. The people who get it, get it. The people who don't, it's not meant for you. It's not your life. It doesn't matter, right? I can understand that people care about us. People care about you. They want what they think is best for you. And they don't always know what that means. But their intentions, I think, are positive. And so we just have to take that with a grain of salt, you know? But just don't get upset, you know? Try not to hold on to, like, people, like, thinking that people are trying to control you or tell you what to do. Of course they're going to try to do that, because people don't even have control over themselves or their own lives, or their own decisions. And they really just want to see you thrive. They really want what they think is best for you. And what's best for you is not what's always best for them. But just being open, you know, being open to different perspectives, being open to the messages and the guidance of the universe, and literally listening to your gut feeling, following what lights you up, what feels good, what feels right for you, in a way that doesn't hurt yourself or others, you know? And again, that's not always guaranteed, but intention is key. And just feeling the fear and fucking doing it anyway, you know? Fucking be bold. We have blue up here, we have yellow down here. So we have them living in their truth, their expression. It's very throat chakra, right? Like light blue is like your truth, your authenticity, your expression, your communication, how you think, how you feel, and just falling into the joy, the expansion, the happiness, the love of the universe, and trusting that things are going to work out. You know, everything takes time. God, Justice, Queen of Cups. Things are balancing out. The scales are balancing in your favor. That was crazy. But I'm just gonna be me while my dog is sitting here staring at me half asleep with his eyes half open. Oracle message for Taurus at this time. Thank you. That was really intense. Well, maybe I needed to get that out, but maybe you did too, you know? It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to cry. It's okay to express yourself and just let all that stuff out, because at the end of the day, nobody fucking knows what they're doing, okay? It doesn't matter how old they are. Nobody knows. They think they know, but nobody actually knows. So it's okay to explore. We have, this is so funny. Sorry, my nose is running. We have 31, the fairy, blessings, flow, magical energy. And the card reads, darling, don't you remember? God, I can't stop crying. Don't you remember? You're a badass. Keep winging it. You're literally the fairy, okay? You are divinely favored. 31 in numerology is a 4. 4 is a number of foundations, building stability, security, and all of those things. And you're doing it. And it's okay. Yeah, see, you're a badass. Keep winging it. You don't have to feel like you know everything all the time. Nobody does, I promise you. It started out short and then it got long, and that's fine. But let's just see. Oh my God, that's the wrong one. 31. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, see, not even all of this information. It says blessings, the Midas touch, flow, magical energy. So you have that magical touch. Everything I touch turns to gold. My energy attracts magic. Everything I touch turns to gold. My energy attracts magic. Remember that. And your last little manifestation enhancer, should you want to do it. Close your eyes and visualize that you are in a forest. The fairy you have seen is sprinkling you with enchanted dust. It endows you with power, a magic touch, and a state of flow. Embody the energy of the fairy. Practice becoming more lighthearted and carefree, and trust that the universe has your back. You are the energy of beauty itself, which magnetizes blessings to you. And that's true, because Taurus is very Venusian energy. Taurus, like, really, you know, care about the aesthetic, about the beauty, about everything, love. So remember that you are the energy of beauty itself, and you got this. All right. I love you guys. Like, follow, share, comment if this resonated, and just let me know. All right. I love you guys.